Hey guys, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking with you about highlight and contouring. It's a phase that's taken the world by storm. Everyone is doing it and everybody is loving it. So today I just thought I would show you guys how to create the perfect highlight and contour. Today I am using creams and I am using all drugstore products. But first of all, I'm going to talk you through a few brushes I like to use and a few different products you can use to create the look. So I'm going to try and stick to drugstore products in the video, and I will use more affordable brushes as well. I list all my brushes and all the products I talk about down in the description box, so please do check that out before you comment asking any questions. And yeah, let's jump right in. To cream, contour and highlight, there are four main tools I like to use, and they are stipple brushes, synthetic brushes made for creams. They work best with creams. I have a few here. I have Morphe, I have Makeup Store, and I have Sigma, and they are just brilliant for blending out creams and they work best with creams. So these are my three. But my all-time favourite thing for blending out contour and creams and everything is the Beauty Blender. Mine is dirty because I've just used it in the tutorial and I used it to apply my foundation too. This little tool here it is pricey, but it is so worth the price. This is like my third one and I absolutely love it. It just gives you such a flawless base and such a flawless concealer application, and it just is the best to blend without leaving you with any harsh lines or anything. It is my favourite, so it is what I'm going to be using today in the tutorial. Unfortunately it's not drugstore, but there are cheaper things out there that are quite close to it. The Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, I think it's called. I have it here somewhere. It is quite similar, but it's just not as good. It sucks up some of your product and it's a little bit denser, and the Beauty Blender is just so soft, and I use my Beauty Blender wet before you guys ask. So those are the tools I like to use when I'm doing. Then I like to use powder brushes to set. So I use the Sigma Tapered highlighter brush, the F35, to set my under eyes and to set my highlighted areas. It's just great shape for getting into the nooks and crannies under your eyes. And I use the Sigma Small Contour F05. I love the shape of this brush, it's so good, and I use it for powder. Yes, I'm reluctant to show this one because it is a bit more on the pricier side, but it is a brilliant brush, and it's the Nars Ita Brush. Now this brush is like nearly up on £50, but it is so worth it. It's really flexible and I've been using it for baking, which is hence why all the powder's coming out of it. Oh, sorry about my phone. And you just use it to bake your under your contour. I use it for mostly, or you can use it to contour. Just has really good bristles for that, and it's brilliant. So now to products. Cream contouring can be really tricky. It does take a little bit more time. It is more time consuming than powders. Typically when I'm going out or whatever and I'm in a rush, I like to use powders mostly. But the cream contouring, if I have a really special occasion like my birthday or something like that coming up, or a wedding or something, and I have the time, I will cream contour. So there's many different concealers you can use to cream contour. So you can have concealers with wands. So right here I have the Collection Lasting Perfection in shade Fair. It's my favourite, it's what I used in the tutorial today. I have Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in Fair Neutral. I just got this new. You would have seen it in my last haul. I have the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. It's waterproof, again another love. The Collection and the Catrice would be the two cheaper ones, and then I have the Urban Decay and the Inglot in number 95, and it's under eye concealer. I use all of these for highlighting depending on what mood I'm feeling. And the last highlighting kind of thing you can use is a stick version. So it's like this, it's like a pencil. And you literally just draw it on. I don't particularly like these. I like them for in your waterline, to brighten up your waterline and brighten up your eye and make it look bigger, but don't typically like them for highlight and contour, and I find them a little bit drying under the eye, and I like a lot of moisture under my eyes, so I don't like to dry it out because I find it looks a bit cakey doing that. So those are the creams I would use to highlight. And now for contouring creams. Again, we have the stick in the contour shade. I have this Makeup Revolution, the one blush stick. I absolutely hated this. It is only like £3, but it's just so orange and it blends out really badly. It's not blendable at all. And I have my black Opal foundation stick in the shade Beautiful Bronze, and I absolutely love this. You just draw it on your face and Bob's your uncle. It is my favourite. It's what I'm using in the tutorial today, and it's by Black Opal. It's pretty cheap, it's about £10. I also have highlighting and contour cream palettes. So today I'm going to show you two, if I can get this one open. Well, I'll show you the first one. It's the Catrice Camouflage contouring, and it has your 3 highlight shades and it has your 2 contouring shades. This is brilliant for on the go if you're on a rush to just pop it into your bag, and it's a great product. The next cream contour palette I have to show you is my Makeup Studio cream contour palette, and please excuse the mess, this is how messy it gets. I'm keeping it real on this channel for you guys. So I have hit pan on this one, so ignore that. That's shade 1 that I use every single day to carve out my brows. And so this just comes with a pile of different shades, and I'll let you see up close. These are your contour shades and these are your highlight shades. It comes with 5 shades and it is brilliant as well. And you get that in the Makeup Pro store in Derry, Newry and Belfast. That's where I get mine. And yeah. And the last products I want to talk to you about is powders. So once you put all these creams on your face, you have to set them down with the powder. Powder contour kits that I use, or I mostly use, that I enjoy, is the more affordable ones. The one I'm using in this tutorial is the Makeup Revolution. It looks like this. Blind you guys. Looks like this. It's an amazing palette. It's like £10 and you can't go wrong with it. It's brilliant. So that's my affordable one. And the next affordable one again is from Makeup Revolution, and it's Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Ultra Fair. I'm quite pale, so it comes like this. So it's a contour shade, a highlight shade and a blush shade, and again it's great for throwing into your handbag if you're going away, and it's really lovely contour shade in it. The next affordable one is my Inglot one, and I made this palette up myself, and it comes with 4 shades. One of mine is completely busted, please forgive it. So I've got my white and yellow to set my under eye, and then I have my bronzer shade and my contour shade. Really affordable brand, brilliant. You can just refill the ones that you run out of, which I really love about this, and it's up there with one of my favourites. The next palette I want to talk about is the Anastasia Contour Palette. You would have seen this all over YouTube. I remember seeing it all over YouTube and thinking, oh wow, it looks so big. The shades look so big and all when people are like holding it up to you to show you and all. But it actually isn't that big. Like, it's quite small. So you get your 3 highlighter shades and your 3 contour shades. It's brilliant. Again, these are refillable, so you can, if you hit pan on one, you don't have to replace the whole palette. You can just buy a refill and pop it in, which I really like because you're getting your money's worth and it's just brilliant. This, I have to say, is one of my favourite contour palettes, and it's the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I absolutely love this. As you can see, I've hit pan on 2 and nearly hitting pan on 3. When I'm hitting pan, it's a good product because I rarely hit pan on things, and it's so satisfying to hit pan. But yes, I absolutely love this palette. And I actually just seen there on my Facebook a while ago that Kat Von D is coming to Debenhams, so you will be able to get your hands on this. I ordered it from America and I paid customs on it because I was crazy, and I absolutely don't regret it. It was a Best Buy and it was brilliant. I think it retails at about £50. And the last highlight and contour palette I want to talk about is, I don't know, people classify it as drugstore, but it's the pricier end of drugstore, so that's why I've held it to last. And it is the NYX highlight and contour palette, and it retails for about £20, I would say. So it is a brilliant one. I haven't had pan in any shades. The contour shades are quite dark for someone who is pale like me, but I can get away with them when I'm more fake tanned and stuff, and I do love this palette too. So those are my top products for using for highlighting and contouring. So today is just going to be cream, contour, and I'm going to set it with powder, and it's all going to be based around drugstore products. And I hope you guys like it, and if you do, please like and subscribe and leave some comments for next videos you would like to see. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, please follow me on social media. I'm always updating my Snapchat or my Instagram, Facebook. I always try to keep up to date, so there is times when I don't keep up to date, but let's not talk about that. So yeah guys, I'm just gonna stop rambling and let's jump into the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Highlighting is when you want to bring something out in your face and you want to highlight it and brighten it and make it more noticeable. So the typical places where I highlight is down the bridge of my nose. All I have on me at the minute is my primer and my foundation. So then I go in a triangle shape under the eye. I always start with highlight first. It's personal preference what you want to do. Go on top of the cupid's bow. This just makes your lips look a bit more highlighted, and I like to go a little bit in the chin and then on the forehead. I highlight the centre of my face so that it balances my under eyes, so I don't look like I have a big bright under eye rather, and this just balances out the look. Another place for like us ladies, we typically get red around the nose area, around the sides of our nose, so I like to highlight that bit just to bring it out a wee bit. Then going in with my wet beauty blender, I'm going to blend all that out. The beauty blender, I find, is the best way to blend out your concealer because it just gives such a flawless finish, and it's easy, and that's what I like about it. I like to go in with my buffer brush just to the wee bits of the eye where the beauty blender can't really reach, and I like to blend that out. I like to go with the sides of the nose with this as well, so that it doesn't get cakey. Okay, so that's our highlighting done. We look extremely pale. To bring some life back in my face, I contour. So I am just going to use the black Opal stick for today. And the best way I found to use this, I used to apply it straight in my face and draw on just the lines where I contour, but I found I was applying a bit too much, So I started just taking it on the brush and blending it into my skin that way. I'm using a Stipple brush. This is the best way, I find. But for today, I'm going to draw it on just to show you guys where the placement of your contouring should be. Contouring is for things you want to bring back. Like your outer side of your face is supposed to be contoured and the inside of your face highlighted. So, and I'll show you guys the positioning of where I position my contours. So I go a tiny bit on my forehead. And my temples. If you have a large forehead, you can bring it down. You can apply a little bit more, but my forehead's not too big, so I'm okay. Then I will go from the top of my ear down. So I'm just going to draw a line like that. Other side. Then I like to go a tiny bit under my lip. This just makes your lip look bigger, and a tiny bit down the sides of my nose. And on my jawline and my chin. So those are the places I like to highlight and contour. So I'm just going to blend this out. It's going to look crazy, but the end product is beautiful. When I'm blending, I'm always blending upwards. We want to make sure this is really blended in so that we don't see any streaks or lines. And it does take quite a bit of time to blend out. You need to work the product in, and it does take a little bit longer than powder contouring, but it's a lovely product at the end. I'm just switching up to the concealer buffer brush to blend out my nose. Come back in with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to make sure everything's blended in. Now we've just applied our face full of creams. I've got my foundation on, my highlight and contour, so we need to set that. So we're going to set our under eyes and the centre of our face, all the places that we highlighted, with the lighter powder. So I'm going to take a mix of this white shade and this banana shade from this Makeup Revolution palette. This palette is great. It retails at about £10 and it's just so good. So today, since I was using all drugstore products, I thought I would feature this because it really is a brilliant product. I also have you just want to take your beauty blender and you want to go back in under your eyes and blend out to make sure there's no creases. We don't want to be setting creases under eyes. And then I'm going to take those two light shades and I'm going to tap underneath the eye to set it. Down the nose, cupid's bow, chin and forehead. So now we set down all our highlighting. Now we want to set down our contour. So for that I'm going to take the same palette. I'm going to take this middle shade, it's the coolest tone. I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that to set our contour. The way you could set all these products in place is by dusting a translucent powder all over your face, and that'll set your highlighted areas and your contour areas. I just like using the lighter powder and the darker powder just because it gives you a little bit more definition, and sometimes I find the translucent one can look a bit dusty on the skin, so that's why I like doing this. So I'm just placing this on all the same areas that we contoured. As you can see, I've set all this side with the current contour and it looks a lot more sharper compared to this side. The cream, it just gives you such a natural look. And don't forget under your lip where we put the contour. Just
instantly gives you fuller lips without pain of lip injections.
When I contour, typically I go on in the 3 shape, so you're gonna go down and then down onto the jawline. When I'm contouring down here, I don't take it as far as my mouth. I'm stopping it about here. You don't want to be bringing it down too far. I also wanted to mention that, like, if you've brought your contour down a little too far, I like to clean it up and bring it up a little bit higher. So I'm going to take the brush that we used to highlight, and I'm also going to take just the lightest shade out of the palette, and I'm just going to clean right under. This is personal preference. I just like doing it because it gives you a sharper contour line. So I will talk to you guys soon. I'm gonna go jump off camera and finish this, and I'll be right back. So guys, I just wanted to pop on back here. I've got my full face on now, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I hope this video has helped you out a little bit, and I will try to film a high-end one later on. I just wanted to start off with something simple that you guys could follow, so, and I wanted to make it more affordable, so that's it. Yeah, so I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.